What if I told you that the United States is planning a city unlike anything the world has ever seen? A fully AI-powered metropolis costing nearly $500 billion, designed by tech billionaires, run by artificial intelligence, and built entirely from scratch in the desert? This isn't science fiction. This is the vision behind projects like Stargate AI City, Telosa, and the proposed Nevada AI Smart City. Futuristic urban plans that promise to redefine how humans live, work, and interact with technology. Imagine a city where no one drives a traditional car because every vehicle is self-driving, where roads, power grids, water systems, and security are all monitored and controlled in real time by artificial intelligence and robotics. A city powered by 100% renewable energy, producing zero carbon emissions, designed to function more like a living organism than a typical concrete jungle. The cost? An estimated $400 to $500 billion, making it one of the most ambitious infrastructure projects in human history. The idea of building a brand new city in the United States isn't coming from politicians or governments. It's coming from tech entrepreneurs and billionaires who believe our current cities are broken. The most well-known proposal is called Telosa, a $400 to $500 billion city envisioned by Mark Lohr, the former CEO of Walmart e-commerce and co-founder of Jet.com. He believes that modern cities suffer from inequality, pollution, outdated infrastructure, and poor planning. And instead of fixing old systems, he wants to build a city of the future from the ground up. Telosa, also referred to in futuristic concepts as the Stargate AI City or Nevada AI Smart City, is proposed to be built on desert land in the American West, possibly in Nevada, Arizona, Utah, or rural California. These are vast, empty landscapes where there is enough land to build a city the size of Singapore, completely from scratch. The proposed city would cover around 150,000 acres, 600 square kilometers, and eventually house up to 5 million residents. Why build this city at all? Today's major cities like Los Angeles, New York, and San Francisco are struggling with extreme housing prices, traffic gridlock, rising pollution, and aging infrastructure. According to Mark Lohr and the team behind Telosa, the only way forward is to design a smart city using AI, autonomous vehicles, renewable energy, and sustainable architecture from day one, not as upgrades, but as foundations. The project officially began gaining attention after it was announced in 2021, backed by partnerships with world-famous architect Bjarke Ingels Group BIG, the same firm behind Google's headquarters and parts of Dubai's smart city design. Telosa is planned to be a model city that could eventually be replicated around the world, serving as a blueprint for future civilization. But can it really be built? And will people actually want to live in a city run by algorithms and AI? The vision behind the Stargate AI City, or Telosa, is nothing less than creating the most advanced city on Earth, a place where technology, sustainability, and human life work in perfect harmony. Unlike traditional cities that evolved over hundreds of years, this one is being engineered like a high-tech machine from day one. At the heart of the city is its AI-powered infrastructure. Every single system, from traffic signals to electricity distribution, waste management, water recycling, and even emergency services, will be controlled by artificial intelligence in real time. Thousands of sensors embedded in roads, buildings, and public spaces will continuously gather data. AI systems will analyze this data and make decisions instantly, reducing traffic jams, preventing blackouts, optimizing water usage, and even predicting accidents before they happen. Instead of police cameras and human operators, AI surveillance and drone monitoring will help ensure safety. Transportation will be completely autonomous and emission-free. That means no privately owned cars, no gas stations, and no traffic chaos. Instead, residents will rely on fleets of self-driving electric vehicles, AI-controlled buses, Hyperloop-style high-speed trains, and possibly even flying taxis or drone air taxis. Roads will be replaced by green pedestrian zones, bike lanes, and solar-powered transit stations. The goal is that anywhere in the city can be reached within 15 minutes, the 15-minute city model. Energy will come from 100% renewable sources, massive solar farms, Wind turbines, geothermal stations, and Tesla-like battery storage systems will power homes and businesses. AI will control when electricity is stored, used, or redirected, making blackouts nearly impossible. Buildings will be designed with self-cooling architecture, smart glass windows, and rooftop farms to reduce heat and produce food. Food production will also be a part of the city itself. Instead of importing from farmlands, Telosa plans to use vertical farms and AI-powered greenhouses, growing vegetables, fruits, and even lab-grown meat inside skyscrapers. This reduces land use, water consumption, and transportation emissions, making the city more self-sufficient. One of the boldest ideas is equitism, a new economic model proposed by Mark Lohr. In this system, the land of the city is collectively owned by the community, not by private real estate developers. As the city grows in value, the profit from land appreciation goes back into public services like healthcare, education, and transportation, not into the pockets of a few billionaires. Lohr describes it as the most open, fair, and inclusive city in the world. But for all its futuristic promises, AI governments, driverless streets, sustainable skyscrapers, one big question remains. Can it really be built, and will people want to live under constant AI governance? Building a futuristic AI-run city from scratch isn't just ambitious, it's incredibly expensive. The estimated cost of the project ranges from $400 to $500 billion, making it one of the most expensive urban developments in human history. To put that into perspective, that's more than the cost of Saudi Arabia's NEOM, more than the budget for the International Space Station, and nearly equal to the GDP of countries like Austria or Norway. So who is funding this massive vision? The main figure behind the project is Mark Lohr, a billionaire entrepreneur, former CEO of Walmart e-commerce, and co-founder of Jet.com, which he sold to Walmart for $3.3 billion. He's investing his own money to kickstart the initiative and attract global backers. But he's not alone. Wealthy investors from Silicon Valley, venture capital firms, real estate developers, AI companies, and sustainability funds are being brought in as partners. The project is expected to be built in multiple phases over 30 years. The first phase alone, which includes housing for 50,000 people, schools, renewable energy systems, and AI infrastructure, is estimated to cost around $25 billion. Funding for this initial phase is planned to come from a mix of private investments, land sales, government partnerships, and possibly federal grants or bonds, especially for transportation and clean energy development. One of the most influential collaborators is Bjarke Ingels Group, BIG, a world-famous architecture firm that has designed Google's headquarters, Dubai's Mars Science City, and parts of Saudi Arabia's NEOM. For transportation and AI systems, companies inspired by Tesla, Google DeepMind, OpenAI, and Hyperloop are being consulted to make the city's smart infrastructure possible. If approved, the city may also rely on Elon Musk-style underground tunnels or Hyperloop routes to connect it with nearby metropolitan areas like Las Vegas or Phoenix. But not everyone is convinced. Critics argue that $500 billion could be used to modernize existing cities rather than build a new one for wealthy tech investors. Others worry about data privacy, AI surveillance, and whether regular people will even be able to afford to live there. Still, supporters believe that this project could become the Silicon Valley of sustainable cities, a model that could be copied across the world. Every great vision comes with risks, and this one is no different. While the idea of a fully AI-governed city sounds like science fiction becoming reality, critics warn that it could also become the next ghost city or billionaire experiment gone wrong. One major challenge is funding and land approval. Several proposals, like the Nevada AI Smart City, have struggled to get permission from state governments to create new laws, new taxation systems, and special autonomous zones. Without legal approval, the dream remains just drawings on paper. Another concern is whether people will actually want to move there. Will ordinary families, teachers, doctors, and workers leave established cities to live in a place where AI tracks energy usage, traffic patterns, even daily behavior? Some fear it could turn into a surveillance city where privacy barely exists. Others argue it could become too expensive, just like California's tech hubs, with only the rich being able to participate in this AI-powered future. There are also historical examples of futuristic cities that struggled. Masdar City in the UAE aimed to be the world's first zero-carbon city, but remains only partially completed. Ordos in China became a ghost city with modern buildings but no people. Critics say Stargate or Telosa could face the same fate. Big dreams, little reality. But supporters believe the opposite, that this project could redefine how civilization works. If successful, it could show the world how AI-run transport systems eliminate traffic, how renewable energy powers entire cities, and how public land ownership reduces inequality. It might even become a model that other countries copy, creating a new era of sustainable smart cities. So what do you think? Is Stargate or Telosa the beginning of a new civilization powered by artificial intelligence, or just another billionaire fantasy that will fade away in the desert? With a price tag of nearly $500 billion, promises of zero emissions, autonomous transport, and AI-run government, this project could either change how humans build cities forever or become one of the most expensive experiments in history. One thing is clear: the race to build the first truly smart city on Earth has already begun. The United States, Saudi Arabia, China, and the UAE are all competing to shape the future. And this might just be the boldest step of them all. If you enjoyed this video and want more deep dives into the world's biggest and craziest mega projects, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Let me know in the comments. Would you live in an AI-controlled city, or is it too risky?